This isn't life. This is a cheap copy of life. A counterfeit. An artificially created imitation.
Because I guess the main character died, right?
All my clones are made from organically grown materials.
You got cloned.
Didn't you say you found the ingredients in the garbage?
Biological waste.
Which was the guy that
100% natural. Oh, except for
the guy who clones them.
That is synthesized
It's like,
from radioactive
oh, I
sludge.
cloned you back. It's you, technically.
Why don't you just die?
Why would I want to? I feel absolutely fine.
That's not what you look like. Why can't you just accept it? Your life has run its course.
On the contrary, I'm in top shape. Could you, for a moment... Thank you. Now, where was I?
You're amazingly fit.
Ah, yes, exactly. As a fiddle.
It's not true.
Yes, it is.
But it can't be. I'm not like the Organons.
I never claimed you were. It's true that your genes are almost identical. You have no respect for life, but you have one thing that they lack completely.
Sex appeal.
Hope.
Yeah, and sex appeal, right? I'm not like Cletus or Argus.
Of course not. Cletus originally had green hair, and Argus blue.
But I wasn't thinking of hair. Look, they're conniving backstabbers, while I'm just totally trustworthy. They're arrogant and conceited, but I'm super modest. They're evil assholes, and I'm just too wonderful for...
Just stop right there, Rufus. Rufus, you're not identical because you are much more than just the sum of your genes. All your experiences, all your memories add up to form the person you are today.
You mean we once were completely identical? Only I was capable of learning from my failures?
Yes, that's it. Well, close enough, at least. In your case, the gene for learning from your failures wasn't rendered correctly, but the rest is true.
Wait, if I'm a clone, wouldn't I have to be very young now?
A surprisingly good question. See those containers over there? In them, I simulate the natural process of aging.
So you can choose the age of your clones?
Exactly.
Then why do you look like shit?
Don't be so rude.
Wow. It's very straightforward. So the guy who keeps cloning himself, right, to come back to life, he kind of looks like a zombie, but he has a scythe like a Grim Reaper. But he's like, oh yeah, you know, bless you. He's like, why am I not a baby then? If you just cloned me. He's like, oh, I could choose the age. He's like, oh, then why do you look like shit? He's like, well.
Okay, I'm a clone, right? So why am I still wearing the same coat?
Seriously? Oh, not a clothes business again. I create life, for crying out loud. You should think that everyone would be totally astounded by that fact. But no! Everyone always asks about the outfit.
Oh, well, excuse me.
What?
If I'm a clone, why do I remember everything?
Oh, you're paying attention.
Of course I'm paying attention.
That wasn't really intended in your design, but oh well, the technology is quite simple. I can use a full body scanner like this one to create and save a copy of your entire neural network. In those cloning chambers over there, the newly formed neural pathways are trimmed into the right shape by teeny tiny knives during the maturation process. The process resembles pruning a bonsai tree. The difference being, of course, that the brain is much more complex and it takes me a nanosecond to cut.
Sorry, what was that after intended in your design?
Never mind.
It was all for nothing. Deponia's lost, and so's gold. And it's all my fault. Why carry on with this rotten life?
Because there is still hope. Life goes on.
Life goes on. And how will you make sure of that? Are you going to use that contraption to clone all of Deponia? I'll show you what I think of your stupid machine.
No, Rufus. No, Rufus, don't do that.
Stop me if you can.
Cut it out! Don't! Ouch!
Take that!
Not the machine!
Hey!
Stop it! No!
There! Ha ha ha! Your turn.
What have you done? You destroyed everything. This means it was all for nothing.
You've got it at last.
You were right about everything, except for one little matter. It is all my fault. It was me who, way back when, believed that Deponia was no longer inhabitable, and I came up with the evacuation plan. I designed Elysium, and I created the Organon, and then, when I was done, I started to have second thoughts. I stayed behind on Deponia to look for a better solution. I had all the time in the world, and I messed it up. I have run out of time. I cannot make up for what I have done. I thought that I had deserved to live with my guilt, but even that concept turned out to be overly optimistic, because where there is life, there is hope. So what I deserve is to die with my guilt.
Go on then. What? Goal? Yes, that, but, goal? She's still dead. What did I expect? But Hermes was gonna do something about her. Don't tell me he was gonna... I really need to talk to him. It's not over till it's over.
Mind-blowing events. Rufus is a clone? Holy smokes! You didn't expect that, did you? Yeah, we're right in the cloning lab, and curiously enough, we have the corresponding Simpsons episode running at this very moment. It's the one where Homer clones himself. Yeah, it's running in the back. Very nice. Yeah, Joris put that on since we are expecting a show on this channel featuring our studio. Good things come in threes, they say. That's why we have 3 cloning pots here. Yeah, like that's the Holy Trinity. You always get 3 wishes, not 5 or 2. No, you get 3 wishes. There are the Holy 3 Kings. Yeah, and there are the Beastie Boys. And of course, body, mind, and soul. We also split Gold's personality in these 3 different parts. And 3 just has something about it. I don't know. Yeah, there's also that song from the Sesame Street. Or was it even a song? No, it was just some... But Bert, nothing is with 5. Nope, his favorite number is 5, but everything comes in 3s.
Wait, stop!
It's too late, Rufus. You are right. There is no more hope.
No! Oh, crap. What do I do now? This is where the tank is filled, and the gauges over there show the levels for the looks like I'm gonna have to follow a If I read these gauges right, They indicate the fill level of the machine. I don't know, this seems a little off to me. Yeah, I knew something was wrong with that stuff. The gauge for minerals rose along with the water gauge. Ah, who cares? I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Nah, I should save the... There's not enough fat to reconstruct gold. Whoops. Hope nobody tells her I said that. What's that? Beggars can't be Ha! I knew it. The protein gauge has risen, and so has the one for carbohydrates. Looks like they were roach eggs after all. I don't know. Huh. The oil seems to count as fat. Lucky guess. This gauge is... I wonder what it means, but as long as it's green, I'm... This must stay... So, enough minerals for 2 clones. I guess this symbol means... So, that... The tank has carbohydrates for... What? Still probably because the holes have closed up since...
In a chapter dealing with life and death and the things philosophically implied, you also need crows, of course. There are, however, no crows on Deponia. I told you there were a lot of critters, but there are no crows. And what's better to take their place than vampire platypuses? An obvious choice, if you ask me. How the strange hatchling with a head got in there, well, I don't even dare